I am a friend, a daughter, a sister. And it might look like I've got it pretty.
In the seconds following James Dean's presidential announcement, hundreds of thousands of neighborhoods erupted into celebration. Due to popular demand, the ABC Evening News was canceled the next night.
Time is confusing and I don't know what's going on. How do I stop the horrors? I am terrified. Please make it stop.
What's the daddy called, chat?
Inhospitable, supercilious, and unbearably contentious. This blizzarding apocalypse. Oh, hold on, arcopolis. This blizzarding arcopolis, providing a holiday hypothesis.
Play the song Hot Cross Buns. It's very simple. Play along with me.
So I was watching this movie with Boris Karloff. Her pasta was only a big rectangle, and she tried to hide it with mozzarella.
Mystery lever, right off the bat. Do we pull it? Of course we pull it. Oh, no, what the fuck are you? Holy shit, no!
Dum 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 dee dee la 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 la.
Hello?
Oh.
Want that barbecue in my tummy. I'm hungry. Oh, my tummy wants that chicken. I need that protein. I need that protein to build my muscles and my jaw. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
you
eat
do.
more barbecue chicken.
Oh yeah, feel that hypertrophy, baby.
Okay, I'm ready, baby.
We would go on some amazing adventures together. He's very tall, and he likes to hide in dark places.
Okay, guys, I'm going to cut right to the chase. Today, we are going to be doing swatches of makeup. If you follow me on Twitter, Daisy Brown Real, you know that I'm really interested in makeup.
Here at Pizza Time Pizza, we're a family. I'm a real pizza, and I'm okay with being eaten. Order a fresh, large pepperoni cheese pizza today, and join the Pizza Time Pizza family today. In a world of uncertainty and danger, there's one thing you can always count on.
Bruh, it's 2 a.m. Excuse me. Bruh? What the fuck is my name? It's 2 a.m. for you. It's almost 4 a.m. for some of us. Shh. Shut up. Enjoy it. It's a surprise stream. A good bedtime stream, that's correct. Hello. Hair Honey Deep? Hair Honey Deep. Woo! That's quite a way to come into the stream with a name like that. Oh my god. Hair Honey Deep. Oh, wow. I'm just trying to get some work done. Oh. But hello, hi. How you all doing? Hi. I hope you're well. Almost 6 p.m. for a Squiddy Gal. Ah, well, look at that. A little bit later in the evening for some of you. Midnight for Sakura Ayanami. Geek Squad Fries. It says almost 1 a.m. for me. Hello, Silanoodle. But hi, hello. Good to see ya. Petty fan, thank you for the 18 months. Jen and Juice. Okay, that's clever. That's really clever. I'll break my calm voice for that one. Thank you for the fresh sub. I see a few first-timers. Hello, Pastel B. Hello, eyelesschild.jpg or _JPEG. And hello, Jen and Juice. This will be my first live stream watching Nick, says Geek Squad Fry. Hello. And some of you work overnights. Geek Squad Fry says, exciting being here for a stream and hearing you read my chat is a little surreal, having consumed most, if not all of your YouTube content for your voice. Oh, you love my voice? Really? 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 You like my voice? Thank you. It's natural, you know. Homegrown. No artificial anything. Forgot he streams here too now. Poggers. Poggers indeed, Angelique. Hello. Gonna work on game dev stuff, Abyssal Grey says. Nice. All natural Nick. That's right, Tim. Hi, Tim. Oh, Nightmare. What's good? Nightmare. Nightmare. You know that that long wail that Matt Shadows does from Avenged Sevenfold in that song? I literally just heard you, Graphy. Baby, I just heard that from the next room. And thank you for the shout out for Nightmare. Should I tell him what you said, or would you like to? Well, for a majority of the last 24 hours. What do you mean? Oh, lost in the drawing sauce. Right, right. Don't call me out. I'm sorry, baby. I already have. I'm saying Nightmare's name over here, and all of a sudden, from like through my headphones, floating in through the door for the next room, Graphy's office, I hear the Eric Andre bit, Nightmare, Nightmare, Nightmare. Oh, that was good, baby. Oh, the fun of having a couple of husbands who are VTubers is the chance for a random cameo in some form. The amount of people who yelled at you is fantastic. Oh, I bet. I bet. But yeah, everybody from YouTube, that is Nightmare Nexus over on Twitch that I'm talking about, who is another horror host who actually has a presence on YouTube. So, if you don't mind me for a second, I'm gonna... That's... Oh crap, there's so friggin' many. There you are. Although, I think Terror Tapes is where we want to be, right? Yes, absolutely. Okay, there it is. Here, YouTube crowd, check out Nightmare's place over here on YouTube, Terror Tapes, featuring a recent interview with ya boy. But yeah, hi everybody. I've been in Giggleland audio workflow for the last few days, trying to get this done. Well, making progress anyway. And it turns out that my estimation was... Oh no, actually, 4557. Let me check something quick. Son of a bitch. Wow. Remember how I told you this one's gonna be long? My narration comes out to an hour and 50 minutes total across both sessions. It's big. Like, this is a large frickin' video. And I knew it was gonna be, but I didn't think it was gonna be an hour and 50 minutes of narration track. I thought it was gonna be something like an hour 30 of narration track, but whoa. So. Woo, long video! Yes, definitely woo. Giggleland Act 2 was worth it. This thing, in total, is probably gonna be smack 2 hours, boom, when I put all the pieces together. Maybe a tiny bit over, but it's figure 2 hours. It's 2 hours. Narration track, hour 50. All the better to fall asleep to. Yeah! Honestly, this is going to be a sleeping video for a lot of people for a long time, I think. Because it is so much storytelling that I'm doing. and not a lot of audio break. Ah, well, thank you, Nightmare. Alright. And Confused Egg 2. So, let's get over into Adobe Audition. I'm gonna work on this until, I'm tired enough to sleep. When sleep calls, I will answer. And as soon as we get over, give me just a moment to flip the audio, so I'm not in one of your ears. There we go. Check this. Very good. Geek Squad Fry was introduced via the Marl Hornet series, so you're here for the long videos. I feel ya. And hell yeah, Vesperling! Okay, so I'm gonna move this up here. Sorry, you won't actually see what I'm moving. Let's change the YouTube chat spot just because I like the way that goes. And the Twitch. All right. And of course, we will move down. Not bad, but not quite. Speaking of quite, I gotta say hello to that motherfucker. Alright. I'll move over just a touch. Pop. Wrong one. All right. I'll just roll like this for now. Okay, here we are. Let me just spot check this, I guess. Welcome back to Nightmind, welcome back to Cabin Fever Dreams, and welcome back to one of the best new kids. Welcome back to Nightmind. Welcome back to Night. Welcome back to. Something about that I don't like. I want to start flow on the right foot, always. Welcome back to Night. Welcome back to. Ah, I see you. Welcome back to Nightmind. Welcome back to Cap. Welcome back to Cap. Welcome back to Cabin Fever Dreams, and welcome back and welcome for Dreams, and welcome back to one of Dreams, and welcome back to one of the best new kids media. What does it mean if I'm seeing faces in the spectrogram? Don't scare me like that, Tim. I'm just trying to have a work night. I don't need to solve that. Come back to one of the best new kids media horror projects in the unfiction scene, friends. I don't know, are they winking at you, or do they seem menacing, or do they seem bored? Friends. I am Nick Nocturne. This is Nick Nocturne. Nick Nocturne. This is Act 2 of Giggleland, and if you aren't acquainted with Giggleland yet, I'm going to need you to sit down and I'm going to need you to yet. I'm going to need you to sit down and yet. I'm going to need you to sit yet. I'm going to need you land yet. I'm going to need you to sit down Giggleland yet. I'm going to need you to sit down and watch the yet. I'm going to need you to sit down and watch the first video to know what this even is and what's gone on so far, where the plot may not make much sense. You're walking in here for episode 2. You're walking in here for episode. Walking in here for. Where was that click? You're walking in here for. Ah. You're walking in here for episode 2 at this exact moment. Literally, if you'd like to... Hey, Clover! Thank you so much for gifting to Geek Squad Fry. And Eyeless Child, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. You know what? Let me pop out YouTube chat because I don't want to miss stuff. Nice. That works. If you'd like to enjoy the opening act of the ride, go to the ride. Enjoy the opening act of the ride. Go to this first video. I've got an info. This first video. I've got an info card right now and the link. I've got an info card right now and the link in the video description. But if you're and the link in the video description. 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 Now and the link in the video description. Now and the link in the video description. But if you're just in need of a refresher, then let me see how fast I can pour a glass. Giggleland is an upcoming Steam game about a wonderful theme park revolving around two kids. A shy... Hearing a lot more crap in the track than I thought I cleaned out. Two kids. A shy cat named Elliot who becomes... Oh, did I shout this out here? Alex over on the YouTube side saying, "Hi Nick, I've never caught a live before. Welcome on in." And Jay. Yo, Nick, nice to be here again. What are we doing tonight? Giggleland audio treatment. There's an hour and 50 minutes of it. I'm on the final phase, so once this is all cleaned through, I can proceed to video construction. It's a shy cat named Elliot who becomes confident in his... Elliot who becomes confident in his magician outfit at a brave... at a brave dog named... at a brave dog named Ella, who encourages Elliot in his self-esteem adventure. You'll play as Toli, a girl whose name is oddly an anagram for Elliot, looking for her missing father with the comfort. This part of the process is always nice because you know as soon as you get through a specific section, you are on the absolute final stretch. It's like every single minute gets you closer to video flow. Looking for her missing father with the comfort of her plush rabbit Rory. Like in that really nice final way. All of the elements in Giggleland aside from... All of the elements in Giggleland aside from Toli. The elements in Giggleland aside from Toli are the work of KMW, Kids Media Workshop, a children's therapy program that makes cartoons and other materials for kids. What the hell was that in the track? And other materials for kids. Beat that up. For kids. Materials for kids, guided by the children in their care. This, we've learned, is the socially acceptable side of an isolating commune responsible for abductions. Led by Terry, whose views... Zup, bye boy bun. Zup, Rosa, hi. I don't know, I think my bye turned pan a little while ago. But, yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Tim. Yeah, I'm battle hardened, I guess. It was weird for like the first month or so, maybe a few months, but you get so used to it that you just start leaning into being a craftsman about it.
By Terry, whose views on behavioral
Oh, what the fuck? I hate when that happens. There we go.
By Terry, whose views on behavioral learning and child psychology. Behavioral learning and child psychology. Learning and child psychology. Learning and child psychology. Learning and child psychology may be shocking. Psychology may be shocking. May be shocking. Shocking. Elliot and Ella are characters designed by Elliot and Ella are characters.
Hello, Emma Mori. Or I think I learned last time. Is it a memory? Whoops. Oh crap. Hold on.
Be shocking.
I forgot. So it is Emma Mori. Okay. I do pronounce it right. Good. Thank you.
May be shocking. Elliot and Ella are characters designed by a woman who was a child in the work.
I'm so glad I actually do have that right.
Woman who was a child in the workshop commune. Child in the workshop commune named Debbie, who seems to have been named Laura when she was led there by an adult she trusted back in winter of 1990. She designed the Elliot and Ella concept as she was growing up with a boy named Simon, and they became romantically involved, resulting in a pregnancy.
Oh, please, do not on the malted milk balls, Silenoodle. I cannot abide with that right now, but I appreciate it. Aw, Gretchen Z, thank you. Actually, to somebody else's ear, maybe you're not going to hear it, but I hate to say, well, not hate. I admit, after listening to it through, for this first portion of the audio, I was not on my game. Not very happy with the outcome compared to the other half, which is the bulk. I was far better in the hour and 5 minutes that comes after this. There are some points here that I'm okay with. Overall, my enthusiasm to deliver hampered my performance. It kind of just made me not so tightened up in the right ways, you know?
Resulting in a pregnancy. Debbie fled the commune with her infant.
But it's ways that I think maybe only I and other voice people are going to catch.
Fled the commune with her infant daughter, Sarah, and the Giggleland project suddenly appearing online in 2025 with KMW's old website. With KMW's old website. 5 with KMW's old websites, media, and the Elliot and Ella cartoons. Media and the Elliot and Ella cartoon seems to be an effort to entice now 18-year-old Sarah to give. Cartoon seems to be an effort to entice now 18-year-old Sarah to give up her location through a desire to know where she comes from and why she's lived such a sheltered life.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Oakland. And hello, Princess Artsy Randomness and Chrysanthemi. Welcome in. Oh boy! We got a Roy Keanu raid! Hold on to your buns, it's a Roy raid! What if I held on to your buns, Roy? What if I did that for a change, huh? Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in, late night people from Roy's. You think that's the goal? Well, maybe. If we put our chests together, we can think up a way to make that happen. Who knows? But I saw you live, Roy, actually, when I geared up. I forget what you were doing. Was it let's see, it was Don't tell me, stream elements, will you? Okay, it won't. What were you doing again? Chest squish. Whoa, that sounds fun. Yeah. I know how to have fun. But hello, Roy. Hello, Raiders. If you don't know me, I am Nick Nocturne of Nightmind over on YouTube, and the Nightmind extension, Nightmind Live, over here on Twitch, part of AstraLine, and another voice guy that you might have heard over in some of Roy's activity. Pokerogue. Oh, okay. Pokemon game, basically a roguelike, super fun, super like brain dead yap in a good way, addicting. Nice! I thought it was a Poke something. I thought so, from what I saw there. I'm just in a working stream tonight, doing the final cleaning pass on my audio for the Nightmind video for Giggleland Act 2, which is a phenomenal project.
Why she's lived such a sheltered life.
So if anybody's looking to just wind down, fall asleep to a guy who might have some soothing tones for you to fall asleep with, then you're in the right place. Thank you, Roy. Mwah, I love you.
Why she's lived such a sheltered life. It's suspected that her inquiries will drop her and her inquiries will drop her and Debbie right back into the clutches of the commune if she isn't careful. And we're here, observing all this in action, with the same drive to get to the truth. Urging Sarah on, acting like an Ella to her Elliot. We have the Steam page, the Giggleland website, the Kids Media Workshops.
Oh, Gretchen says, I have a son who does VA too. Watching this gives me some insight into his work. My ear doesn't hear the things you guys do, but like I said, much respect, and thanks for the perspective. Cool. Hats off to your son. Hats off. Yeah, it's a lot. There's so much that voice people will pick up with each other and pick up with themselves that are just these tiny nuances that our ears are so finely tuned to it. Hey Nick, who does your models? I actually have a different artist for my main form and this form. This form is the artist model rigger and VTuber Rayon Ufa, who you can find on Twitch and socials, of course. It's REON space UFA. The other one is an artist named Diapple. And that's my main form when I'm in that. Thank you, Amamori. And hello, No Frowns.
page, the Giggleland website, the Kids Media Workshop, the Kids Meet.
There's the strength of
The
it.
Kids Media Work.
No, that's it.
The Kids Media Workshop site and Sarah.
Oh, what's that? No, get rid of it.
Site and Sarah's Tumblr blog. When we last
left Elliot.
When we last left Sarah, she had. When we last left Sarah, she had.
What is that sound?
When we last left Sarah, she had accessed more than just some of her mother's old drawings indicating.
It's gotta be environment noise. Shit.
Just some of her mother's old drawings indicating art ability in the.
Hello, Frosted Silkreet.
There's old drawings indicating art ability in the commune. She had found a VHS tape in the basement. VHS tape in the basement. An episode of Elliot and Ella titled. An episode of Elliot. An episode of Elliot. An episode of Elliot. An episode of Elliot and Ella. Of Elliot and Ella. Of Elliot and Ella titled. And Ella titled. Titled Making Friends. Making Friends. Making Friends. Making Friends. Her mother's name was in the credits. Mother's name was in the credits, and her father's. But the first shock for Sarah. But the first shock for. But the first shock. But the first shock for Sarah. But the first shock for. But the first shock for Sarah was the. But the first shock for Sarah was the way the. 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 First shock for Sarah was the way the.
Hello, Wit. Thank you for the 14 months. Hey, I'm Amori. No problem. No problem.
But the first shock for Sarah was the. But the first shock. But the first shock for Sarah. But the first shock for Sarah. But the first shock for Sarah was the. But the first shock for Sarah was the way the. Sarah was the way the. Sarah was the way the. For Sarah was the way the episode actually went.
What am I hearing?
Was the way the episode actually went.
Got it.
Episode actually went. While players asked her what she saw, she was too shaken up to tell us and.
What the hell?
Up to tell us and.
There it is.
Up to tell us and. To tell us and simply stated that she. And simply stated.
Oh, that's rough.
To tell us and simply stated. And simply stated. Us and simply stated. Us and simply stated. Tell us and simply stated.
Oh, that's it.
Us and simply stated. Us and simply stated that. Up to tell us and simply stated that she. Us and simply stated. Us and simply stated that she'd. To tell us and simply stated that she'd be gone for a bit. That was.
You have coffee? Jack Newton, very nice. Good for you. So do I, actually. Oh, left the hypno accent a bit too long there.
That was on January 18th. January 18th. On March 28th, Sarah returned, apologizing for the wait, and explaining that she still isn't entirely okay. Entirely okay, writing, that night I saw something that won't leave. I saw something that won't leave, and no matter how hard I try not to think about it, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. It just keeps. It just keeps. About it. It just keeps coming back. It just keeps coming back, and I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. That was one of the worst nights of my life. I had a panic attack alone in that basement. Panic attack alone in that. Attack alone in that basement, and I couldn't. basement and I couldn't call for my mom. I just wanted someone to hold me and tell me everything was going to be okay, and what I saw was a dumb joke, and I would be okay. I cried alone. I cried alone for nights. I wanted to call my mom. Wanted to call my mom or even my dad if he's still alive. I just wanted someone to be there. I thought writing about what I saw would make it worse. What I saw would make it worse. I thought if I never went back into the basement or I never came back here, I'd focus on something else. And put all this behind me. It didn't work. If I wasn't thinking about the cartoon, I thought about Simon.
You had a dream I went live, woke up and saw I was. Well, okay, obviously, in your sleep state, you understood somehow that I did go live, so it's like, oh, Nick's live, might as well wake up now. You know, a lot of people do dream of waking up to me.
Cartoon, I thought about Simon. Part of me wanted to search for him online, but I was scared of what I would find. He hasn't been here for me or Mom anyways, so what's the point? Nothing worked. Nothing stopped these thoughts. But maybe I shouldn't deal with this alone. We've got to keep perspective here. We're an audience of people familiar with kids media crossing into horror. Violence, scary imagery, dark topics. Sarah has been deeply sheltered her whole life. And did in fact see whatever was on that tape in the basement, trying not to get caught by her mother. It would have hit for her much, much harder than it does for any average person viewing this kind of stuff online. A few days later, Sarah's back, thanking those who sent supportive messages. No, she doesn't want to talk about the Elliot. Elliot and Ella episode, or Elliot and Ella, period. She does want to know what her mother was involved with, why she left the commune, and is unsure what she'd like to know about her father or her mom's uncle.
I just realized this is going to be one of my favorite videos of the entire year. This is one of my favorite videos of the entire year, and I haven't even finished making it. Oh my god, that's good.
Like to know about her father or her mom's uncle. It's a tough situation. Sarah... It's a tough situation.
Hiccup.
It's a tough situation. Sarah literally responds to someone encouraging a report saying, "I don't know when I'll be ready to talk about this without my chest tightening. My chest tightening each time I think about it, or the each time I think about it, or time I think about it, or the sudden pain in my head when I see those images." We soon learn that Debbie is watching her closely and mentioning that she can tell her anything. It's obvious Debbie knows she's hiding distress. The messages to Sarah are also striking a different chord now. She's actually getting combative and going for harsh language. The badgering is too.
Yep, that one was a bit too strong. Clean that.
Badgering is too much, and she snaps a bit. She snaps a bit. Much, and she snaps a bit, then apologizes, and chooses to engage only with messages that she likes. March 31st, a bit more talk about her relationship with Debbie. Mom and I haven't talked much. I think she knows something is wrong, but she'll never ask me. She tells me how tired I look and scolds me for sleeping in late. She thinks I'm not doing much around the house, so she's given me more chores. I think I do them okay, but she's made comments about how I'm being antisocial, which is really funny considering our situation. I tell her I don't feel well. She'll give me some medicine that tastes terrible, then changes the conversation.
Pinchy Pablito, thank you. Thank you, and hello, welcome in.
Well, then changes the conversation.
Yeah, lower that C.
Changes the conversation. We've talked about online college, and she gave me my laptop back. But she changed it. There's a timer set on my computer, and now if I use it for too long, she'll lock me out. I asked her about it, and she said it's to help me focus better, which, like, I don't know, it feels weird. She makes me keep my door open now. I hear her when she walks by, so I hide my phone and pretend to do something else. If I can't go on my laptop, I usually play a game, but I can't do it for too long without the thoughts running back in. It's like my mind can't be quiet for too long. It gets loud. Quiet for too long. It gets loud and heavy, and it's exhausting. Let's take a moment here. I want to highlight how well Sarah is being written in a situation that takes the whole context into play. As players,
Hello, Father of Droids. Welcome in.
As players, we're not just dealing with a plot device. This is a character. This is a person who is undergoing anxiety as a result of an action taken progressing the narrative. Sarah has been affected by viewing the tape and must be handled with care and consideration now. This is a realistic version of dealing with Elliot from Ella's position, you might say, without, the
insatiable urge for violence.
The urging towards violence.
No problem, Noodle. Thank you for hanging out. Good night and sleep tight.
The urging towards violence. The urging towards violence. There's realism here in the writing for Sarah's condition. Touch and go stability, some days dealing well. Some days dealing well, other days trying to live through the intrusion of anxious thoughts and the exhaustion that comes with that. You've got to take a moment to put yourself in her shoes, especially after being told she doesn't care for horror and Act 1. Think back. Think back. Think back. Think back. Do you recall what it was like as a child? Recall what it was like as a child to come across something horrific in media you didn't understand. The way it stunned you. The way it stunned you, changed your worldview, informed your mindset, how it worked. How it worked on your nerves. How it worked on your nerves in the immediate aftermath. Ideas and storytelling about characters sharing stories of what genuinely scared them as children resonate with us. This is an understood and recognized memory. Sure, you've outgrown it. You know you've outgrown it. You've outgrown it. You've outgrown it. You've outgrown it.
The writing in this act is so good.
You've outgrown it. You know them. You've outgrown it. You know the moment passed. But for Sarah, this is new and very compounded with the facts of her situation. This is a personal horror.
Oh, wait, you don't even know. Like, this is the kind of writing where it's like that Gordon Ramsay gif of, oh, so this is good fucking food, you know? Like, oh! Luke Valentine, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate it. Welcome in.
Personal horror. This is informed, intelligent character writing.
Yeah, finally some good fucking food. I mean, it's not finally for me because we get good fucking food all the time, but just the way that this is, it's like, oh my God, yeah. Like when you go to a restaurant and you have exactly the experience that you hope for, you know?
Formed, intelligent character writing. It's also a new challenge for players to contend with. It's also a new challenge for players to contend with in getting the narrative going. This is a story about children and therapy, right? 18 years old, but sheltered enough to be a child emotionally. We know Sarah is a fragile young adult. Can you take the psychological support position that helps Sarah heal from this shock and assist her bravery to keep investigating? You're playing in the themes of the narrative now. On March 31st, she continues. It's always there, even when I try not to think about it, I can never escape it. The basement window is behind. Escape it. The basement window is behind some tall grass. I guess Mom doesn't I guess Mom doesn't mow that area. Maybe she thinks keeping it hidden.
Is my blush broken? Whoops. Here, have a blush. Or maybe you redeemed it and I didn't see.
Area. Maybe she thinks keeping it hidden. She thinks keeping it hidden. Keeping it hidden. Thinks keeping it hidden. Maybe she thinks keeping it hidden will make it go away. Just like how she hides everything. Just like how she hides everything else. I think she saw. Mom called me as I was staring out the window. Mom called me as I was staring out the window. She got really quiet when I looked at her. She told me to come in for dinner and close the window. I have no idea if she'll say anything at dinner. If she'll say anything at dinner. And this brings us to the counterpoint. Understanding Debbie's background. She's traumatized too.
Big time.
She's traumatized too. The way Sarah doesn't even want to write out what she saw, Debbie doesn't want to explain what she's lived through. Of course, some explanations can help Sarah and give her the understanding of how unsafe the commune was. But Debbie would need to be ready to talk about that after. To be ready to talk about that after getting this far. Talk about that after getting this far in life. Not doing so. So we won't talk about it. Sarah confirms next. She didn't bring up the basement. She either didn't see me or she thinks if she hides it like everything else, it'll just go away. Because that's how we deal with everything here. I wasn't sure if I should have brought it up. I wanted to scream at her. And tell her everything I've seen because she won't tell me anything. I wish I could forget it. I can't. But I know if I bring it up, she'll take away my things again. Because I can't escape from things again. Because I can't escape from this. I can't run away. I can't fight it. I'm just stuck.
Now, I'm gonna leave that. That's good texturing. Let's leave that piece there.
I can't fight it. I'm just stuck here and I hate it. Fuck, my head hurts. My eyes feel like they're burning. I'm going to shower. I've noticed Mom doesn't say goodnight when I go to bed. She just stays in her room reading. She just stays in her room reading or on her phone.
Your things? What about your things? Yeah, smoothing out voice. I cannot read your name, but the one with the nuclear blast emote. Or the trefoil, hi. And Muse Wallace, thank you. You finished a deadline project tonight. Very nice. Yeah, I like that too. Pablito.
Room reading or on her phone. Part of me wants to tell her I'm going to bed so maybe she can say it, but like, I don't know if I really want that. I don't know what she wants from me. I don't know what she wants me to do. Know what she wants me. I don't know what she. I don't know what she. I don't know what she wants me to do. I don't know my own mom. Own mom.
Sierra Henneberry, hi. I'm very well. I'm excellent. How are you? Thank you for asking. What's my favorite part of the video making process? Hitting the upload button. No, it's actually making the thumbnail. There's so many parts that I love, but the part that just feels like you're sitting back nodding and you got a cigar in your mouth and you're feeling good, you're making the thumbnail. When you're making the thumbnail, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit like just having a drawing pad and enjoying a doodle or a sketch, just some artistry as you finish the job, slap it on there and send it out.
Then, Sarah contemplates the basement, and if she'll find something
Okay, but this sequence is one of my favorite things to have recorded for this.
And if she'll find something worse or meet her mother on the way.
Let me get rid of all the crap in here.
Meet her mother on the way. Or meet her mother on the way. Then she notices her mom's door is closed, and she's not tired, and her heart is beating so fast. She goes to walk or get some water, and stands outside the basement door, posting from her phone. She's thinking about the key, then feels then feels around for it.
This is Giggleland. This is audio for coverage of Act 2 of Giggleland. Yeah, it's the finishing touch. Do I sometimes get creator block when working on a video? No, actually. I don't get block. I get blah is what I get. I get, just get it fucking over with. It's in the work process is what I get.
The key.
What are my thoughts about Amanda getting a third chapter? They'll be a little bit more properly formed when I finish Amanda the Adventurer 2, I think. But Amanda the Adventurer 2 does feel good, so I'm trusting it. Wow, yeah, my hot blush is broken, huh? I don't know why that is, but here, have this. Sorry, Chloe.
Then feels around for it. That's
a tough one.
Feels around for it. She's making typos. She's making typos using the posting as her lifeline. Lifeline. Typing fast. Sending fast. Typing fast. Sending fast. Fast. Sending fast. Allowing it to encourage her actions. This blog is her only courage. Sarah gets the key. She holds it. It feels cold. She holds it. It feels... She holds it. It feels... She holds it. She holds it. It feels... She holds it. It feels... She holds it. It feels cold. She went through this effort already to get it. Through this effort already to get it. Get it. Sarah descends the stairs. Sarah descends the stairs. Descends the stairs, pinching her stairs, pinching herself. It's not a dream this time. It's not a dream this time. It's not a dream this time, which tells us she's been reliving this. She's been reliving this night. Reliving this night. Sarah moves through the suffocating amount of boxes. She finds the tape and wishes she could throw it away. Wishes she could throw it away. Could throw it away. Suddenly, the lights flicker. Suddenly, the lights flicker. Suddenly, the lights flicker. There's no... Suddenly, the lights... Suddenly, the lights flicker. Suddenly, the lights flicker. There's no bulb. There's no bulb. There's no bulb where that came from. There's no bulb where that... There's no bulb where that came from. There's no bulb where that came from. She panics and rushes out of the basement, then throws up, putting the key back. When she returns, the typos have calmed. She cleaned it up. Cleaned it up, but cleaned it up, but cleaned it up, but she cleaned it up, but feels disgusting. The next morning, Sarah reports she woke up to find Debbie sitting on her bed. And Debbie sitting on her bed just staring at her. No freaking out. No anger. Freaking out. Freaking out. No anger. No anger. No anger. No anger. Just nothing. No anger. Just nothing. Just nothing. She asked me what happened. She asked me what happened. I guess I didn't clean up well last night and there was... I didn't clean up well last night and... Clean up well last... I didn't clean up well last night and there was some... I didn't clean up well last night. Guess I didn't clean up well last night. I didn't clean up well last night and there was some vomit on the fridge and the floor. I told her I woke up not feeling well and tried to get some water and it just all came. Water and it just all came up. Came up. She thinks I'm coming down with something. I'm stuck in the living room. Stuck in the living room while she works so she can keep an eye on me. While she works so she can keep an eye on me. You can keep an eye on me. I may not be able to talk a lot today. Fuck, she's coming back. I have to go. Fuck, she's coming back. I have to go. And at this moment, so do we. As the developments in the ARG outside Sarah's blog are...
The what?
Outside Sarah's blog.
What the hell is that?
Outside Sarah's blog are about to pierce her line of the narrative. Pierce her line of the narrative. Pierce her line of the narrative. On March 30th, the Giggleland website was declared fixed and an official announcement on the website was declared fixed and an official announcement on the server. Opening awareness of Act 2. And the site does look better. It's a little more put together with the menu on the left now gone, the under construction banner removed.
Are you having fun?
The under construction banner removed, and changes to the screenshots. Before we had the image of Tully investigating the character. Investigating the character actor station from Elliot's perspective in the dark. That's gone. Replaced with the moment from Tully's perspective.
Good night, Wet. Sleep tight. Well, thank you.
Replaced with the moment from Tully's perspective. Now without Elliot in the background. And the shot of the maintenance tunnel from Steam. And the shot of the maintenance tunnel. From Steam. The news page now works. The news page now works. Works with a few points. Page now works with
Raven's Tavern. Thank you so much for the fresh sub. Thank you. Hey, Netro. Have I gotten used to hearing my own voice? Absolutely. It's not weird. I'm very deeply used to this now.
The news page now works with a few points KMW wishes to address. Josh, the only point. Josh, Josh, the only point of contact previously, has decided to move on to new opportunities after 3 amazing years with the company. KMW wants to make it explicitly clear they have explicitly clear explicitly clear they have no knowledge they have no knowledge of they have no knowledge of or association of or clear they have no knowledge of or association with an individual known as Sarah. An individual known as Sarah. An individual known as Sarah. And, regarding recent events, KMW Games would like to address the recent circulation of unauthorized materials related to our properties. We have become aware that certain episodes featuring characters Elliot and Ella have been distributed without our consent. We kindly request that our community refrains from sharing or distribute.
That's okay, Metro. You'll be fine. You'll make it through it.
Request that our community refrains from
YouTube chat. It's just for a video I'm making on Giggleland. It's not. No, it's a Nightmind video. Yeah.
Our community refrains from sharing or distributing these materials. I'm actually not entirely sure what to make of these postings, especially the first two in conjunction. KMW didn't.
Curious how much the main character story we'll see before the game comes out. That's interesting. Actually, a trailer for Giggleland would be interesting. I don't know if they plan on that. Like, the awareness is so strong that I don't know, it would probably be a small-ish trailer, you know?
KMW didn't authorize the materials. The materials related to Elliot and materials related to Elliot. Materials related to Elliot and Ella. But they also claim no affiliation with Sarah. No affiliation with Sarah.
Thank you, Sierra. It's still so much happens in Dad that it's not over. How do you get over the cringe reaction? I don't have one. The only things I cringe at are moments in which I really flub a line or I left something at the track and it's like, oh, shit, that was not a good take. An actor can't embody cringe to their own performance. Otherwise, you just can't perform. Diane, hello! Final day at uni. Really glad to sit back and finally relax on one of your streams. Congrats! Have a lovely final day. And ULV over on the YouTube side, hello.
No affiliation with Sarah. Why even address that if this is just one big trap? One big trap to catch. Big trap to catch her and Debbie. 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 Her and Debbie. Catch her and Debbie. The facade, Debbie. The facade works a little bit better. It's a little bit better if they just. A little bit better if they just claim the Elliot and Ella material wasn't officially authorized. The material wasn't official. Ella material wasn't an Ella material. An Ella material wasn't officially authorized for release. Authorized for release, but that's also tough to do when episode.
Hey, Sierra, no problem. Thank you for hanging out. Good night and sleep tight. As for ULV, this is Adobe Audition.
But that's also tough to do when episode 3 is. So tough to do when episode 3 is. When episode 3 is directly attached to the Steam Info Bytes video link code alongside. Video link code alongside KMW, and that starts the entire. And that starts the entire. And that starts the entire chain. Starts the entire chain of events. Chain of events that leads us to the missing person report for Debbie when she was Laura. Assuming this is all the work. Assuming this is all the work of one person or the commune. One person or the commune. Unless something changed in the operation of all this behind the scenes. The operation of all this behind the scenes in the communes.
No, not a time loop.
Behind the scenes in the communes. Scenes in the commune saving face. Saving face is actually in. Face is actually in place because. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Wouldn't that make the Josh disappearance make sense? That make the Josh disappearance make sense? The contact page is gone now. Contact page is gone now, right? The old contact we did have. Josh, which have Josh.
In the future, am I going to add anything else to the pathway videos? I'm going to do better than add, is what I'm going to tell you. Oh, thank you, Oakland. Glad I could provide.
Contact we did have
Please do enjoy your drawing.
Josh, which led to the old kids media workshop site containing the missing persons report getting the ball rolling, is now inaccessible to us. Accessible to us. Apparently dismissed. This breaks the link in the narrative chain on purpose. No purpose. No Josh contact. No automated email. No link to KM. No link to KMW's old site where everything was given to us previously, with only some elements hidden in the Giggleland official site. I think I understand what's happening here. Narrative justification for this is actually simple. I'm not going to say it's 100%. Not going to say it's 100% lock, but there's a reasonable possibility. There's been a split in the forces at work running this whole effort. And what's more, evidence from Act 2 leads me to believe
I don't know where that tap is.
Act 2 leads me to believe questions that would be raised about the legitimacy of the actual KMW putting up this game with its dark adult elements have answers. It's going to take us a bit of time to get there. But I see how the pieces make logical sense. The About page has been fixed. Now you can use the character carousel, reading about Tolly, Elliot and Ella, and Tolly's plush Rory. Approach the guest book, and you'll find the feature. Approach the guest book, and you'll find the feature has been permanently removed to protect the safety of children and all our users. It's actually kind of funny to think how the two major projects in this scene and kids media horror subgenre with major website platforms, Welcome Home and Giggleland, both have guest books that have been shut down. In the update.
Aw, thank you, Zoe. Or Zoe. Zoe? Either way, thank you.
Shut down in the updates. What the hell have you people been submitting?
It is funny when you think about it.
People been submitting. This is where our new active adventure begins, though, so don't cry over the loss of the guest book. Don't cry over the loss of the guest. Cry over the loss of the guest. Don't cry over the loss of the guest book. The loss of the guest book. In the upper left, the visitor's number has been replaced with a code, thanks to the
Zoe. Okay, thank you. Hey, Shoo Shoo. Thank you for the 19 months over on Twitch side. Thank you. Oh, I do believe, SivDev, that Giggleland is going to be a lot more, I guess, straightforward in its way. Like, just in terms of gameplay linearity.
has been replaced with a code, thanks to the intrepid heroes of the official Giggleland Discord and the ARG Investigation Record Keepers. We know what it means, where it leads, and everything else discovered in this act. As with Act 1, massive thanks and applause to the members of the Giggleland Discord and those maintaining the KMW logs.
Yeah, if you want a teaser, you're right. You're definitely in the right place.
The KMW logs. You can credit...
And I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited to get this out. I love this video.
You can credit users Misery2028, Contour, and B-Spoon with the work related to this. It's a link for a password-protected pastebin, and a hint to use pastebin. Was within the guestbook announcement. Announcement. Now, there were other pages accessible via the Giggleland site last time. Some of them hidden.
Aw, well, thank you. Thank you, Oakland. Hey, thank you all for the love. Seriously. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do.
Some of them hidden. Any updates there? Any updates there? Yes. On the old star.html page, we now have a segment titled Dialogue. Liam was crying again Liam was crying again this morning. Was crying again. Liam was crying again this morning. This morning. Why? What happened? He kept saying he didn't want to be fed to a tree. Saying he didn't want to be fed to a... Didn't want to be fed to... Want to be fed to a tree. Fed to a tree. Fed to a tree. Fed to a tree. Tree. To a tree. Fed to a tree. Where'd he get that idea? That idea. Said something about...
Aw, thank you, Zoe. I love having Moone helping me out. Moone is an absolutely instrumental part of Nightmind Live, and I love having them. Haven't had many edited VODs this past month just because of the nature of the month, but May is going to be a much happier return to form.
Said something about blank him. Blank him blank. Didn't really understand what he meant, but it sounded pretty strange. What he meant, but it sounded pretty... But it sounded pretty... But it sounded pretty... But it sounded pretty strange. For real. I'll blank. Hell, the last thing I need is kids getting scared of trees now. Kids getting scared. Last thing I need is kids getting scared of trees now. Notice the conversation. Notice the conversation starts with a topic we've already visited here in Act 1.
Thank you. Yeah, I like doing things this way, outfit-wise, when I'm doing a working stream.
Already visited here in Act 1. Here in Act 1. Act 1. Crying children. Crying children. Crying children. Crying children. Crying children.
Okay. I'm gonna get up a moment. I'll be back. Ah. One moment, I want to put this iced coffee away that I've got. I don't need to be drinking this any further for the night. I'll be right back. Okay. I need to eat a little bit of this. Just knows the eye and the tie, huh? Yeah, it's a good touch. Good morning, PXR Moto. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Just need to quiet my stomach a bit. Hi, Burger Gun. Thank you for the 27 months. Want to say hi before bed? Have a good night and sleep tight. All right, that's our quota of undos. Let me close that and reload it to refresh our Adobe Audition energy. Not Doritos. It's a granola bar. Hi, turkey. It is not full of sand. You love Moone's little bat? Yeah. Moone's small bats. I love those too. I'd love to see more of them too, and maybe an update. Sand-flavored Doritos. Well, at least you could still eat them. Good night, Oakland. Sleep tight. Voltaire Belmont. What you eating? It's a Kodiak granola bar. It's peanut butter flavor. And also some zinc and vitamin C. You will buy them for the meme anyway. Why haven't Doritos tried to take advantage of that? What's a meme flavor that they could lean into that would get them more purchases for a bit? Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. Instead of buying the Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew Dorito. That'd be so fucked. Dorito flavored Mountain Dew. When? Oh, crappy. That's even worse. Baby, that's foul. Zoe, thank you so much. You have a good night and sleep tight, okay? I appreciate it. I mean, we've had Coke flavored Oreos and Oreo flavored Coke before. True. True. So yeah, it could happen. Oh my god, guys. The Dorito. The Dorito, it's like right there. It's perfect. The Dorito.
Crying children. Liam is a new name, and as for the context of the discussion, we're just as clueless.
You accidentally closed stream void when I was going to say sleep tight. Now you're saying... Good night, Zoe. Sleep tight. What if human-flavored Doritos? They would have to ask how they know that.
Crying children. Liam is a new name, and as for the context of the discussion, we're just as clueless. Are these parents? Teachers?
Parent-teachers? Conferences?
Parents? These parents? Are these parents? Are these parents?
I can't get rid of that. Ugh, it's okay.
These parents? Teachers? A parent to someone else? Fed to a tree. To a tree is an odd idea. The only concept we can The only concept we can immediately relate that to is the scene at the end of episode 3 of Elliot and Ella with the bullies buried in the garden. That's becoming food for trees.
Don't know why I thought you would be less chaotic than Grafigata when he chose you. Now, I am less chaotic. I just... Am I, though, actually? I don't know, Z. Am I less chaotic than my husband? Hello, Z.
That's becoming food for trees. Food for trees in a way, isn't it? Did Liam end up seeing this on TV in the same hijack hijacking event from 2010?
You're gonna say, are you? I think you know exactly when to unleash it. And how. Yeah. Sorry, baby, I got to it first. You can shout out Z next time.
Same hijacking.
That's just chat glazing. Wow, dear. God damn it, Well, that was smooth. Well, if you don't want me to get upset, then save some for me. Easy.
Same hijacking event from 2010. Hijacking event from 2010. User void walkers investigated the source. Walkers investigated the source for this page, discovering inconsistent.
Z, where were you during the Riz the Rabbits collab stream with me, Shy, and Roy? Would have finally put something through that was a winner. Still waiting for jalapeno flavor Slurpee. Why Angry Beavers? That's a deep cut. Angry Beavers, fuck yeah. With Nick Bakay, voice of Salem as well. Salem Saberhagen from Sabrina. What a voice actor. Nick Bakay.
Discovering inconsistencies in the arrangement of capitalized letters. consistencies in the arrangement of capitalized letters, which led to five of them being singled out: A, B, C, R, and Y. This relates to the idea discussed on the page, the term crybaby, proposed by user Tellielli. Which reminds us of the content of hidden pages here in Act 1. That concept of leaving children to cry it out, even as infants. User, please toot for
Oh yeah, this.
Please toot for fruit. Yes, I know. Was the first to run Crybaby to the pace. Paste bin as a password, unlocking it and revealing 2 new words: Fun Brew. Nothing immediately jumped out as a logical place to use that, so website discussion continued, and good thing. The old fun page with an ocean of Elliot's and hypnotic music now contained a hypnotic music now contained a quick flash of a mini QR code. A combined catching effort by Lucas the Web 95, Aubrey, and LifeMonk. Leafmonk? I doubt it's Lifmonk. Let me know, Monk. User NMK4960 completed the catch with translating it. The word lifeless. As a point along the way, are you all seeing how much a dedicated While seeing how much a dedicated community gets things done in an ARG, the reality of these efforts is that any single one of us could be there from the first second of a game's rollout or a new chapter drop, and there's just no making progress on your own anywhere near as fast or easily as the group effort. And you're going to see the major evidence of that in a bit. Believe me. Giggleland's theme. Believe me. Giggleland's theme park visitors en masse get the job done. ARGs are truly team efforts historically, and the devs are very aware of this. It just couldn't be done without the Discord, honestly. Now, the old bug report page. Bug report page. Report page. That was updated in the source code, holding a Windows system error report containing a hex code. User Fanti made this discovery, and Super Pebbles delivered the translation. It wears my skin. It wears my skin. My skin. Oh, try keeping that in mind. It is going. It is going to come back. Back. Come back.
Datura smoothie. No, you don't know. No, don't. Don't do it. Shit you don't come back from. Datura smoothie.
Come back. And that's actually it for the Giggleland website.
Somebody's ahead on the rating.
For the Giggleland website, the next step came from a real surprise. A trick so nice, they did it twice. They did it twice. There seem to be multiple sources pointing to
What's Datura? You're gonna find out in the video, believe me. But it's a flower.
Sources pointing to discovery on this one. And no surprise, because yet again, a YouTube ad played to the kind of viewers Giggleland is for, inviting them to funkidsgamezone.com, featuring Elliot's adventure. It's an awesome addition to the ARG. A mock-up of one of those classic browser game sites from the 2000s. Which closed up shop in 2010. Every single link leads to the announcement page. Leads to the announcement page declaring the end of this safe gaming environment for children, except, of course, Elliot's adventure. course, Elliot's Adventure, and you can play it.
Hello, Rubicon.
And you can play it.
Greetings, Basile. Hello. And Rubicon, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you, thank you. And Horror Hermit of Hell, greetings.
And you can play it. Yeah, the Giggleland team literally gave us a game before giving us a game. How dedicated is that? I gave it a shot while streaming NM Live to investigate Act 2, and it's a really simple game that includes a fake Adobe Flash permission box, which is a touch I love. Touch I love. Is a touch I love. Shout out to Giggleland Discord members who joined the stream for the fun. The rest of the footage with a wide view and better definition is from other nights gathering footage. Nights gathering footage with an edition of the game you'll learn about. Edition of the game you'll learn about soon. In Elliot's Adventure, In Elliot's Adventure, you're Elliot, raised in this happy little animal people village, which is being menaced by an evil wizard keeping a bunch of their children locked up. A bunch of their children locked up in their school. Schoolhouse. Your job is simple. Go kick his ass with your superior top cat top hat magic. Free the other kids will be so magic. Free the other kids will be so impressed at how amazing you are. And do some fetch quests along the way. Fetch quests along the way, because this is a video game. So fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly, you gotta do fetch quests. As Elliot, you liberate items for your elders by slashing animals in the wild, from bears to squirrels who were just minding their own business. Their blood orbs power your magic recovery potion, which you'll need because you do take damage. Return the lost items to your elders and enjoy their praise. Then venture further, discovering a lookalike village that's in much worse shape and features humans who are miserable and really just want you gone, including one you can't talk to. Their fetch quests are quests are much less child-friendly and seem more like laying feeble wishes on a magical child crossed with an attempt just to send you away. But your Elliot KMW Giggleland Samson the First. So you slay. Your first. So
Hello, Scotty Bear. Yep, late night working stream.
So you slay your way through two areas of ruins, collect the items, return them, and then proceed to the ending. Seems we missed some things, didn't we? Like the entire ending stage. This is the totality of Elliot's adventure in this form, until you get
Oh, you just noticed the egg?
until you get exploring. Let's examine things a bit slower. Starting with the animal village. Tommy the mole is upset because his boys can't learn while the sorcerer has.
Oh, the Vulcan. Yeah, no, I know the Vulcan. I think I've said hi once or twice.
Boys can't learn while the sorcerer has the school shut down, and he'll believe Elliot has what it takes. Elliot has what it takes to fight him if he can retrieve some shovels from the sorcerer's minions. Jackson the sheep saw the sorcerer's freaks in the woods, dropped his groceries, and ran. If Elliot's going out to save the day, can he get back 3 lemons? Jackson dropped. Carry the Wolf is the one who lets you know directly the school's been shut down by the sorcerer and the kids are all stuck inside. He's also stolen their supplies. In this case, 4 watering cans. And can we get them back? Yes, of course. Mabel the horse, the most senior of the villagers. The horse, the most senior of the villagers, says she would have clapped that sorcerer back in the day. The way she smacked misbehaving children. The way she smacked misbehaving children upside the head. Yes, you heard and read that correctly. Children upside the head, yes, you heard, and the head, yes, you heard. Head, yes, you heard. The head, yes, you heard. Upside the head, yes, you heard and read that correctly. But she's losing the plot. But she's losing the plot a touch. There's a villain to defeat. There's a villain to defeat, she says. Defeat, she says. Mind helping. Plot a touch. There's a villain to defeat, she says. Defeat, she says. Villain to defeat, she says. And if Elliot wouldn't mind helping an old lady out, she could use 5 cloth pieces to send supplies.
I have very limited knowledge of things related to Baldur's Gate 3.
5 cloth pieces to send supplies to the children. Once you bring these...
I think I did hear it got DLC though.
Once you bring these...
Like recently?
These items back, you learn a bit more. You learn a bit more. Not just in direct acknowledgement dialogue, but optional follow-up text. Maple is glad to receive the materials you've got and says to stop talking with her and defeat that sorcerer. Immediately after, if you strike up more conversation, she slips. So, have you killed the sorcerer yet? No? Well... No? Well, I suppose it ain't an easy task. Back in my day, I couldn't do it the first time either. Yes, I was afraid, but I knew what had to be done, and you do too. What does that even mean? I couldn't do it the first time either, but I knew what had to be done. Is this some metaphorical rite of passage? And being so direct at last, cutting through the child-friendly...
You got second place! Nice, Rubicon! Very cool. Very, very cool.
Direct at last, cutting through the child...
Congrats on that.
Cutting through the child-friendly cartoon language everyone knows so well of defeat, conquer, beat, to just say it on the face. Kill. Such a direct, natural slip and admission of what may truly be going on here. Carry the wolf is glad. Carry the wolf is glad to receive the watering. Wolf is glad to receive the watering cans and reminisces on how when Elliot was in her class, he wouldn't say a word to anyone. He wouldn't say a word to anyone. He's grown a lot, and he's reliable now. Go for the optional dialogue, and Carrie hopes the school will reopen soon. Those kids need something to take their mind off of things right now. Maybe when things calm down, we can do an art festival. The kids need to channel those feelings into something positive. Don't you think? Don't you think? I should try to get that approved. Get that approved. Nothing too shocking here. Nothing too shocking here, but there is the reminder that Kids Media Workshop operates in this manner, doing a lot of art therapy. Jackson sure is happy about the lemon rescue. It was awkward explaining what happened to his girlfriend. He can't let anyone know a kid like Elliot wasn't scared, or he'll never hear the end of it. He's supposed to protect those closest to him, and can't even protect his own food. Protect his own food. Protect his own food. His own food. Tommy thinks his boys could learn. Tommy thinks his boys could learn from Elliot. His boys could learn from Elliot on being. Could learn from Elliot on being helpful to others. Follow-up.
Oh, you were doing Stardust Skate and getting up the leaderboard, huh, Rubicon? Nice. I haven't hit it in a bit. You're not annoying, Rubicon. Don't worry. Why am I looking at the sound spectrums? Because I'm cleaning stuff inside them. It's the final phase of the audio treatment process.
Others. Follow-up conversation concerns make. Concerns making repairs and rebuilding. Then you need a strong foundation for any building. And if the foundation is unstable, then you gotta tear it down and start again. That's how I'm teaching my boys to become men. It's all about controlling. It's all about control. It's all about control. It's all about control. It's all about controlling your power, you see. The overall impression is that this village represents the people of the commune and the lessons they're trying to teach. Lessons they're trying to teach. They're trying to teach. Trying to teach, as well as their personalities. Personalities. It's unknown what the sorcerer represents, but ideas of foundation restructure seem a pretty perfect parallel to psychological reconditioning for children.
16 or 17? Damn, Rubicon, nice.
Conditioning for children in KMW. School. What do we have on the other side in the deep?
Oh, that was bad.
Side in the deep woods. 5 distinctly human characters, one of which you can't talk to, nervous and isolated, unhappy to deal with strangers. Unhappy to deal with strangers. Happy to deal with strangers. Strangers. And the only character in distinctly different appearance is Laura. Appearance is Laura, a name you'll remember from the report of a missing girl. The report of a missing girl in 1990. Girl in 1990 on the KMW website. KMW website. Suppose this village, with its appearance being so similar to the previous, is another more direct parallel to the commune, and we're witnessing a moment in time framed around that same missing girl. that same missing girl, later known as Debbie. Later known as Debbie. Later known as Debbie, Sarah's mother. Post-quest conversation with any of them isn't so enlightening. Isn't so enlightening. If you want to know more of what the game has, if you want to know more of what the game has to offer, you need to be relentless in your quest to collect 2 items that have rare drop rates. A blanket in the gentler forest area. A flower in the jungle area. And a flower in the jungle area.
You can't run a Shia to save your life though, huh? I main Shia.
And a flower in the jungle area. From a 2-headed blue snake that'll spawn first from a regular enemy's death. Now, I was able to get the blue flower and its info from my own playthrough work. So I've got that footage. You can learn about it if you run back to the first village and talk to Mabel. She's happy you found it. She's happy you found it. She used to be able to grow those in her garden, but old age has made that difficult. It's a flower with a lot of beautiful properties, and she'll gladly take it off your hands. See, this flower is very special. This flower heals injuries on the inside and outside of a person. It's also really helpful for the youngins. They're the ones who need it the most. They hurt themselves too easily and may not always think clearly. So someone or something has to keep them in line. It's been discovered within the game files that this is specifically a Datura flower. Look that up and you'll find it under a few names. Thorn apples, Jimson weed, devil's trumpets, mad apple, moonflowers. All names for something extremely poisonous and psychoactive, able to cause respiratory depression, arrhythmia, fever, delirium, hallucinations, psychosis, and of course, death. There is a history of its use within indigenous groups under carefully administered application for spiritual practice, and in ancient Mexico, it was utilized by the Aztec people for medicine. The ancient Aztec people. The ancient Aztec. The ancient Aztec people. That explains the way everything looks here with the ruins. Here with the ruins. Here with the ruins. The side effects of a bad dose also explain the ending you'll get if you bring this to Mabel. Elliot will come across a child who emerges from the brush, crying, "It hurts! Please help me! I can't breathe! I need help! Do something, please! Help me, please! Help me!" Notice also the child looks just like the people in the village among the ruins. The village among the ruins. Are these all children?
Good night, Abyssal Grey.
Are these all?
Thank you for hanging out. And sleep tight.
All children? And is this?
And yeah, Turkey, this is what I meant.
Is Laura at a much older age than she was when entering the commune? The commune. She looks taller. She looks taller. Stands out in her outfit too. If this is a child If this is a child appearing related to the Datura flower ending, and Mabel says they've used this on the children at the commune, then we only need the effects of Datura poisoning to lock in what's happened. They're from the commune and experiencing respiratory depression. Which means all these children may be from the commune. These children may be from the commune. Either as a genuine reflection of what life is like there, or on the run and suffering in the attempt to make it anywhere safe. That would
Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna call that one a night. Thank you all so much for spending the time with me and doing some audio cleanup. Let's see what's going on out there. Who's around? Who's around? It's not. Yeah, there's nothing. We're just gonna close it, really. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Good to see you again and spend some time together. Might come around again later, doing this as I clean up audio for Giggleland Act 2. But we shall see. If you're in daytime, have a good day. Morning for you, good morning. And the rest of you, good night and sleep tight. Thank you, everybody. Much love.